Here are 7 reasons why people can't stand INTJs. Number 1. Brutal honesty. INTJs have earned a reputation for their unfiltered, no-nonsense approach to communication. They're the kind of people who won't hesitate to tell you that your idea is flawed or that your presentation needs work, to put it mildly. While this brutal honesty can be a double-edged sword, it's a defining trait of their personality. On one hand, it's a breath of fresh air in a world filled with polite white lies and sugar-coated feedback. INTJs, after all, believe in telling it like it is, and they expect the same in return. Their transparency can be invaluable when you're seeking genuine advice or constructive criticism. However, this unapologetic candor doesn't always sit well with everyone. For those who value a more delicate approach, INTJ's brutal honesty can come across as harsh or even hurtful. They might wonder, can't they be a bit more diplomatic? The key to understanding INTJ's approach to honesty, though, is recognizing that they are driven by a desire for clarity and efficiency. To them, tiptoeing around the truth is a waste of time and energy. They prefer to get to the heart of the matter, even if it means delivering a harsh truth. Navigating a relationship with an INTJ often involves accepting their unique communication style while appreciating the benefits of their no-nonsense approach. It might sting at times, but there's a certain comfort in knowing that when an INTJ gives you a compliment or praise, it's probably one of the most genuine you'll ever receive. Number 2. My way or the highway. INTJs are known for their unwavering determination and strong-willed nature. When they've set their sights on a goal or made a decision, it can often feel like trying to change the course of a river. Their resolute approach to life is both a strength and a challenge, depending on your perspective. On the positive side, this determination is what propels INTJs to achieve their ambitions and make significant strides in their careers and personal lives. They're not easily swayed by distractions or other people's opinions. When they believe in something, they commit to it wholeheartedly and push through obstacles with an unyielding spirit. However, this unshakable resolve can present challenges in relationships and collaborations. They might come across as inflexible or stubborn, especially when working with individuals who have differing opinions or preferences. The my way or the highway attitude can be intimidating, and it may lead to conflicts if not managed well. For INTJs, their determination is a manifestation of their commitment to excellence and efficiency. They believe that their way is the most logical and effective path to success. But in the realm of human interactions, it's essential for INTJs to recognize the value of compromise and flexibility. Not every situation can be tackled with a rigid mindset, and finding common ground often requires a willingness to adapt. Number 3. Feelings? What feelings? INTJs have a reputation for keeping their emotions closely guarded, like a secret treasure hidden deep within a fortress. This emotional reticence often leaves others wondering, feelings? What feelings? It's not that INTJs lack emotions, to be clear, it's just that they approach them differently. In a world where emotional expression is sometimes glorified, let's be real, INTJs stand out as pragmatic individuals who prefer to focus on rationality. They prefer in analyzing and understanding their feelings, rather than wearing them on their sleeves. This approach can make them seem emotionally distant or even robotic at times. For INTJs, emotions are like puzzles to solve. They're more likely to dissect their feelings, examining each piece for logic and reason, than to openly share their inner world with others. This analytical approach can be both a strength and a challenge. It does allow them to make decisions without being clouded by emotions, but it can also create a barrier in their relationships. INTJs may struggle with expressing their feelings, particularly when they're faced with vulnerability. They might feel uncomfortable sharing the depth of their emotions, which can lead to misunderstandings with those who value emotional openness. If you're loving our content, consider becoming a channel member. As a member, you'll have the power to help choose which video topics we cover, receive exclusive badges to showcase your support, and enjoy priority in our responses to your comments. Number 4. Master critics. Yeah, INTJs are notorious for their critical thinking and their ability to spot flaws and weaknesses in ideas, arguments, or plans. It's not that they aim to be overly critical, but their analytical minds are wired to seek out logical inconsistencies and areas for improvement. This inclination toward critique is both a strength and a potential stumbling block. On the one hand, their keen eye for detail and their commitment to logical rigor ensure that the projects they undertake are well thought out and thoroughly executed. They never settle for mediocrity and are often perfectionists in their pursuits. On the other hand, though, their critical nature can be a challenge for those around them. Others might perceive their observations as fault-finding or overly negative. To be fair, when an INTJ provides feedback, it's usually driven by a genuine desire to improve a situation, but it can sometimes come across as overly harsh or unsupportive. INTJs may find themselves in the position of the eternal critic, which can lead to stress in relationships and collaboration. Their focus on pointing out weaknesses may overshadow the positive aspects of a situation or idea. Number 5. Social interaction conundrum. INTJs often find themselves in a bit of a conundrum when it comes to social interactions. While they appreciate meaningful, thought-provoking conversations, they tend to shy away from the realm of small talk. This can leave them feeling like square pegs in a world of round holes. For INTJs, the notion of engaging in superficial chit-chat about the weather, celebrity gossip, or weekend plans can be perplexing. They value depth and substance in their conversations, and they seek to explore ideas, theories, and intellectual matters. Small talk, with its apparent lack of purpose, can leave them feeling drained or disinterested. This preference for meaningful discourse can pose a challenge in social situations. They may come across as reserved or aloof, inadvertently distancing themselves from the casual banter that many people use to build connections. Others might perceive them as too serious or intense, missing the playfulness of lighthearted conversation. The INTJ's social interaction conundrum often stems from a desire for authenticity and a reluctance to engage in superficial exchanges. While their inclination is understandable, it can sometimes hinder their ability to form connections and build rapport, especially in casual social settings. Number 6. The High Standards Club. INTJs are known for their relentless pursuit of excellence, and they have a propensity for setting high standards not just for themselves, but for those around them as well. It's a defining trait that drives their ambition and fuels their desire for improvement. This constant quest for perfection can be both a strength and a challenge. On the positive side, it propels INTJs to achieve remarkable goals, ensuring that they produce work of exceptional quality. They're often seen as reliable, meticulous, and thorough, attributes that are highly regarded in professional settings. However, this commitment to high standards can be demanding both for INTJs and for those working or living with them. They may have difficulty delegating tasks because they believe that no one else can meet their exacting criteria. This perfectionistic streak can lead to a considerable amount of self-imposed pressure, causing stress and burnout. The High Standards Club can also be a source of tension in relationships. Others might feel that they're under constant scrutiny or that their efforts are undervalued. Meeting the expectations of an INTJ can sometimes seem like an unattainable goal. Number 7. Plan of attack. INTJs approach life with a strategic mindset that resembles a well-thought-out plan of attack. They are master strategists, constantly assessing and analyzing situations to ensure that they're prepared for any challenge that comes their way. This inclination toward strategic thinking is both a strength and a challenge. On the positive side, it allows INTJs to be well-prepared and proactive in their endeavors. They meticulously plan and set goals, often achieving them with precision. This strategic mindset makes them invaluable in problem-solving and leadership roles. However, this approach can present challenges in relationships and collaborations. Others might find the INTJ's planning and organization somewhat rigid or controlling. They might feel that there's little room for spontaneity, or that the INTJ is overanalyzing every aspect of a situation. The plan of attack mindset often goes hand in hand with a preference for efficiency. INTJs strive to eliminate inefficiencies and waste, which can lead to impatience when working with those who don't share their sense of urgency or purpose. These videos will be really helpful for you.